Hey guys, and Happy New Year. Now I know it is 2022 already, but there's something that we need to do before we close the chapter on 2021. And that is to look at my 2021 medal haul and do my annual medal tag. So here we go. I will put the list below. I first started doing this after seeing it on Joyful Miles and also some additional questions from Heather Jurgensen. Thank you to all of you. If you want to join in on the fun, it's late, but it's not too late to do it. I'm only going to do part of the medal tag, just the first 12 questions, as I didn't do any in-person Disney races. Scandalous, I know. Anyway, here we go. First up, favorite non-Disney medal based solely on design. Okay, this one was a little bit hard for me, but I am going to go with two, maybe three. The first one I'm going to mention is the one with the 7K. I ran this for my birthday. I'm a big Friends fan. I love the purple door with the yellow picture frame around it. It's so classic. It's so iconic. The chocolate jog. I love that it's a raised metal. I love the chocolate frog box. I think it's so intricate with this silicone frog sprawled across it. Also, I loved this one from Potterhead Running Club, the Reflection 5K. It's made to look like the Mirror of Erised. And what I love most about this, other than the fact that it's actually a mirror, you can check things, is the message that they put on it instead of what's typically the message across the Mirror of Erised or Desire, if you read it backwards. It says, a runner is not made of speed, but of heart, and you are a true runner. At that point in my training for Berlin, and really just any time, I really need that message. I struggle with associating my worth as a runner with my pace, and that is not what I believe at all. Finish lines, not finish times. That's my mantra. And deep down in my heart, I know that, but my head wrestles with it sometimes. So I really like that medal for reminding me of that message. Next, favorite non-Disney medal based on experience. So my favorite non-Disney medal, again, this is kind of a toss-up, but I'm going to go with the, drumroll, Garmin Half Marathon. Now, this race was supposed to be in April, but they had to move it to November, and they put these in all the medal packs, which was really cute because they couldn't change the race date on the medal. This was actually on my mom's birthday, but they moved it to November, and it was my first half marathon after Berlin, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I really needed this race for my confidence, and even though it was hilly and I was kind of hungry, it was a great time. I was inspired by someone I met there, and with things going on with my life, I needed this one. Plus, I PR'd my half marathon at this race. If I was king of the medals, it goes to Oz. You'll see later, we really have our lion's share of medals. All right, favorite Disney medal based on design. That would be from Disney's Wine and Dine series, which I haven't gotten the mail yet, but I'll try to put some pictures up. It's kind of a toss-up between the medal they had designed for the half marathon, which was Kronk and Yzma with Kuzco's poison. The poison for Kuzco. Kuzco's poison. And the poison actually moves. Oh, I love that medal. And it's tied with the challenge medal, which is Ursula. If you know me, I'm a huge Little Mermaid fan, always have been. Ariel's always been my favorite princess, although Anna is making her presence known for sure, because of our chocolate obsession, we bond. But that Ursula medal is also really cool with Flotsam and Jetsam. Both of those sets of villains or characters, the eels and Kronk and Yzma, I met in Disneyland Paris. So I'm excited to actually have medals with them on. They're not characters that get a lot of spotlight, which is unfortunate. So I'm really excited for those medals. Favorite Disney medal based on experience. Remember how I was talking about the lion's share? This is it. Now, I had other plans for this. I was going to go to one of the wildlife refuges that a friend of mine works at, and I was going to film all the big cats while I opened this and give you a little tour, I still want to go on that catwalk, but I couldn't wait any longer for these medals. So I'm sorry, I kind of, let the cat out of the bag, or box in this case, but I've just got to do it. So we have the medals from the RunDisney virtual series, which was this last summer. RunDisney has definitely stepped up the way they package their medals. I mean, it's just beautiful. The OG Simba drawing, Rafiki is a true artist. On the top it says, a roaring recognition. Congratulations on ruling the ferociously fun 2021 RunDisney virtual series honoring the Lion King. And no matter where you ran, we know that like Simba, your undeniable strength and determination moved you to the finish. Another good message. Thanks for being part of our pride and part of the magic. Again, look at the package. In the past, you've gotten extras like cold packs or elastic bands, but I love that the extra was a metal replica pin. I'm gonna get these out, be right back. So this is the first one, the OG Simba, and here is the one fashioned after the Broadway musical. Last and probably my least favorite of the series anyway is the live action version. They did choose a good moment though, that we all do with our cell phones, or do we not? Okay. I will give it for the live action. The ribbon is really cool. The challenge medal, which is also the metal replica pin, what it's fashioned by. I mean, and it looks like you just use a shrinking spell on that. Not to cross-reference, but I kind of already did, so it's too late. This medal is going to be the timeless classic with Simba's I just can't wait to be king face on there, which is really actually morbid if you think about it, but we're not going to think about it. The reason I'm choosing this medal based on experience is because while it was a virtual run, I ran it with my mom and we shared a family story about our connection with the Lion King. OG Simba is my man. Although this Broadway one is awesome too. Medal from your favorite running costume. Well, I wore 3, I guess you can say notable costumes this year. Yeah, just basically 3. So I'll start off with my honorable mentions and then I'll end with the big ones. So one of my honorable mentions goes to Oz. I ran as a poppy or a poppy field. The other costume I wore was for the Route 66 marathon in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I want to show this medal off because it is really awesome. It was for their 15th anniversary. You have the Route 66 sign right there and it spins to reveal Buck Adams, the space cowboy, which is a famous stop along Route 66 that's in Tulsa. For that race, I ran as the king. I wore the Dynaco blue. Wasn't sponsored, but we'll take that up later. I didn't even get to ride in the helicopter. And the big one is the Berlin Marathon medal. Here's the back with Eliud Kipchoge from his world record run in 2018. And here is the front, which is the skyline of Berlin. For this race, I was attempting a world record and I ran in the traditional German dress that's called a dirndl. Something cool about that race is that there was a volunteer at the beginning when we were going to the bathroom for the I don't know how manyth time that said she liked my dress. I ran into somebody else on the course that said something to me in German. And I said English and they ran off. From then on out, if somebody said something to me in German, I just nodded. Least favorite medal? Well, this one is actually easy for me because it's not a medal. This is what we got for the Fort Smith Hot Foot if you won your age group. And I think this was my first in-person race since my accident. So it's my least favorite medal, but maybe my most favorite mug. Most hard-earned medal, this is absolutely Berlin. Despite what that video looked like, that race was an extreme struggle for me. The humidity was high, it was a little hot for a marathon, but more than all of that, my legs were so tight, my quads, everything was so tight. I don't know if that was part from the plane or me doing too much, I'm not sure, not enough water. I stopped at like every water stop. And the pressure I put on myself, nobody else put it on me, but the pressure I put on myself about that record and the nerves just made me feel awful when I got to the point where I realized I wasn't going to be able to do it. And then also afterwards, when I realized that my time was slower than my first marathon, there were a lot of points where I thought I was going to get swept or picked up, and that I was going to be told that I couldn't finish the race. So all of that made that really hard, as well as what happened after the marathon with my job situation and everything. It kind of started a point, the later parts of last year, where I was just at my lowest. I didn't feel good about myself. But you know what? There is victory because I got it. And I am now halfway to completing my 6-star medals. And you know what? Even though race day was a struggle, the people I was surrounded by, both there in Berlin and then virtually, because people were sending me messages, really lifted me out of that quicker than I would have on my own, obviously. That trip is still going to be one of my cherished memories because we had a lot of fun. Even though I made you go hunt for a tree just for me to hug it. So I'm really sorry about that. But I do love that tree and I do love you guys. So thanks for that. Favorite running shirt. So I kind of have two. My first one I'm going to mention is from my Friendsgiving 5K, which was a virtual run that I did through Bib Brave. I'll show you the medal first, and it is the dancing turkey with the sunglasses and the hat that Monica wears on her head. For the shirt for that one, it's not a t-shirt. They actually sent us a sweater, and it's not tech material. It's true sweater material. It's thick and cozy, and I wear it all the time with my friends' pajamas that y'all help pick out. And you can tell I wear it because if you look too closely, and please don't, there's cat hair all over it. Okay, and then my next favorite is from Route 66. It's this. It's a 3/4 zip, long sleeve. It has the cute little logo there, and on the back, it has all the sponsors. Prettiest medal. We could go with Oz again. We could go with the Philosopher's Stone, which has anybody seen the reunion special? Yes. All the feels. With its stained glass and its Dumbledore quote on the back. We could go with the mirror. We could go with this mask, which is amazing. I almost forgot this one. This is also a pretty one. This is from my world record run for most people to attempt a 10K virtually on the same day. So I didn't get my world record in Berlin, but I was a part of a world record in 2021. We'll see about 2022. There's just so many we could go with. So I'm just not going to pick that, okay? I'm just not gonna pick that. Most improved medal. Now this one is kind of like my mug. It's kind of cheating because it's most improved because there wasn't a medal last year. This was a brand new run in 2021, and that is the Vision Run that my friend Jimmy put on. And I think he put on another one after this actually, and these were handmade in an eye shape for Vision for the youth ranch. And I did find a way to attach it. I attached it with twine so that the lanyard could become the ribbon. Jimmy, this one goes to you. I can't wait to see what you do with that race in the future. Favorite 2021 medal based solely on design. I'm gonna throw this one in here because it kind of rolls into the winner for the next category. So it's going to go to the Garmin Oz again, the Year of the Lion, as we can see with all my other medals. I do love this design. You have the lion, you know, they're known for their courage, and I'm trying to step into fearlessness in 2022. So now I have the courage to do it with this medal. The original medal I got actually had a gem missing, but I was able to go back and get them to switch it. I wouldn't normally do that, but I was right there by the finish line and I didn't want to have any regrets, so I went back and did that. It does have a few chips on it, but hey, so do I. And like I said with Berlin and with this one a little bit earlier, it just made me realize some things are over and you can be sad about that, but you can also realize that they build you into a better and stronger version of yourself. This medal personifies that for me. So it wins that category and was almost close to the favorite overall medal, but the favorite overall medal actually surprisingly goes to Berlin. And that's because, not to quote Harry Potter again, but I'm going to, even in the darkest of times, you just need to remember to turn on the light. I really did enjoy my time in Germany, just not some of the miles that I put in Germany. There you have it. I think I've shown you all my medals. We got a star in a couple states and lots of virtual things. I can't wait for 2022. There's big things that I have planned, knock on wood, for this year, but you'll have to wait until next video to hear about those plans. Or you can just hop on over to my Instagram or Facebook because, you know, I couldn't keep a secret, so I blabbed most of the news. But we'll talk more about that next time. And until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell 2 times for notifications. Bye, guys. Cheers to another year.
Oh, these medals about kitties, is it making you jealous?
I'm a little scared what you're going to do to those medals.